It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up next is the Jets' veteran linebacker.
Foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. Joined as always by Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Broncos in this one. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game.
And off we go from Denver. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Leading them out, the second-year man from Alabama, Mac Jones.
There's a lot
to drive on the ground, Kamara. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 20 carries, 93 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jones. He's got the hook up to Miller. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Holding offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Throwing, Jones. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Denver's offense now set to go. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. The Broncos at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Willis. The Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The sack goes to Chris Barnes. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Greg Dortch back deep. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Jets will take over. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Coming up, we are looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you have to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Jones now on 3rd down. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So not only the coffin, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And New York set to take the field. Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. I I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones buying time to his left. This one brought in by Jefferson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Back to throw. Jones. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a good call there that brings up 4th. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fielded at the 20. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They've got the lead here as they begin this drive, trying to get that bad taste out of their mouth from the loss last week to the LA Chargers. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
They go play action with Willis. And he's got this complete down the field to Rudolph. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. They go play action with Willis. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, That may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Jones throwing on first down. Back to Kamara for another catch. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay? True. So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. And on this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys? And
not necessarily.
You find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. It might still lean towards your best pass blocker on the left side,
sure,
but not necessarily all the time.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Calling a gain of a yard, and that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And the former Colorado Buffalo, Crosby, puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Denver getting set to take the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is where close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Jones. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive. Looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decide to run a little screen play. Maybe give their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick first down.
Back to throw. Jones. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Jones now from the gun, he'll throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Scotty Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Finding space at the 40. He goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Willis will look to pass again here. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second. It's complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. First and 10, it's Willis. Kupp once again. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. He'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. So we've reached halftime. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bronco offense ready to begin this third quarter play. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a couple.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing. Early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he is going to have the Broncos first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a third and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They go with Chubb on second down. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Third down, it's Willis. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 30. And 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creak shaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Stop short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him.
Here we go.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Willis. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field very well.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball they squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd and 7, Willis. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Emmanuel Mosley that time able to knock it away.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's A.J. Cole now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Now Jones. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means he'll be fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on the punt for New York. Taking it about the 16. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And Rudolph has it left side. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play through. Welcome back now to Denver. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. And Chubb will try the middle here. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line. From the 36, Willis. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Throwing, Jones. They'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete. It's Henry. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. They'll roll. Oh, no, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Here's Willis now off the play fake.
Steps away.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He completes it to the tight end Knox. And they're going to head this across midfield and inside the 45. They chop that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunky yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he's got some space here.
52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Probably on 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And again, it's Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Chubb on the counter. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's Willis.
This is going to be incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane, and knock it away as we just saw there.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
So the Jets now down on the scoreboard. A minute 12 to go. Well, their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down.
Jones. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Willis looking to pass it.
He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
Here's Willis.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Well, it took us